This is the story I'll tell, episode 3. Hi, my name is Yolanda Rico. I'm the associate pastor at House of Healing, and my testimony today will be about how the Lord softened my heart. My favorite Bible verse is in Ezekiel 36, verse 26. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. This has become one of my favorite scriptures due to just when I think back of everything that I've gone through and how my heart went from being so hard and cold to how the Lord has really softened it, and just He's given me so much joy, and it's different than what it used to be. God has really transformed me from at the beginning, I guess, even just thinking back of even in my youth and when I was younger and stuff, just how in depression and in loneliness I was feeling, and just to know how now my heart feels so different as far as I can love again, and I get moved by people. I even people that I don't know. It just God has given me so much love for people now versus before. It was very envious. I idolized a lot of stuff, and I would put things before God, and just it's different how God transforms the heart, how it gives you just a new perspective of how it is to love someone unconditionally. The hardest season of my life was the loss of our daughter. And just within that, I went through a stage, even like earlier, of a lot of selfishness. It was about me and how unfair it was. The loss of a new baby just has really had really left a hole in me, a loneliness, an emptiness that nothing was filling it. No matter how hard I tried to do with the things that, we were still going to church. It was just all empty. It wasn't real, and through that, God just helped me realize that He has a purpose and He has a reason for everything. And even with the loss of my daughter, I know that she's waiting for us, and I know that one day we'll be together again, and it has helped me so much in just knowing that it's not about me. It's about Him, and it's about continuing to serve Him. There's women out there that go through the same thing, or even not even just the loss of a child, the loss of a parent, or a brother or sibling or something, and just to know that feeling, that hole in your heart can be filled with just joy, and God can fill it with love again, and just to know how much He's given me now compared to even just 12 years ago, 13 years ago that we lost her. I look back and I know how good God is. It's a different feeling of knowing how He can just take all that sadness and sorrow and mourning and bring joy just by watching somebody else's child, or just seeing laughter in children, and it brings joy just to know that that baby is somebody else's, but God's giving it life and has it here for a purpose too. God got me through that season. I did a lot of worship. I did a lot of prayer. I was mad a lot, but I complained a lot to God as well. But even in that, He would always give me some kind of peace and comfort, and He would hold me even when I was alone, and I would just be in my room praying, or crying out, or thoughts of suicide, or thoughts of I wasn't worth it, that God didn't even let me keep my child, and even in the middle of all that, He always gave me peace. He always gave me comfort, and every time I had a thought of something that I know was not from God, here came this. My son was small at that time, Elijah, and he would come around the corner, and I would realize, like, I have other children, like I have a reason to live. There's more to life, and I was so stuck in that time, and that I lost, and just through prayer and worship was God would speak to me, and He would give me peace, and He would restore my joy again, and it's just through that I was able to keep on going and continue to go forward with it. The advice I would give somebody who's grieving and the loss of anybody, like I said, even if it's your parents, or a brother or sister, or the husband or a wife, or it would be to lean on God. He's the only one that can take this heart of stone that you just develop such a, it gets to the point where you idolize that particular person or whatever, to where you feel like your life can't move on. And it's through him. He's the only one that can help you push forward and help you realize that, even though they might be gone, you still have a purpose. And even through that, like, just to enjoy the moments. Like I said, my daughter wasn't here too long, but I still know that even that moment had a purpose. And so for those that are grieving and think that there's no light at the end, there is a light. And the only thing that can help soften your heart and make it back into flesh, and for God to pour his spirit onto you. And the only way that can be done is if you cry out to him, and if you continue to just keep your eyes focused on God, and he's the one that can pull you through it.